We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button. Tell me you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. And Bbig stock slightly was pushing upwards until it started to pull downwards towards the end of the day. And it slightly has disconnected from the overall market. The SPY continued to push up higher, and early on this morning, our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator since 10:30 a.m. and call options were up 3 to 5x within minutes to an hour, guys. This is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities no matter which direction stocks or the overall market is going. And within the volatility, it's going to continue to persist. At least we have this edge to maximize either direction, right? And you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So yes, the SPY continue to go higher. We'll have to see how long that persists, but Bbig is actually starting to pull back down, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, what to watch going into next week. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. It cannot be overlooked. It was phenomenal. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, we strive for them every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And we look forward to having you join us. And we're going to jump into everything here with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, but one of them turned out to be 20% plus, and that was CYRN. And this stock actually had momentum the day before. We were watching it in its pre-market as it was pulling downwards under a bear indicator, consolidated, and started to pick up steam towards the bell, slightly pulled back, and then quickly things turned around, got that bull indicator, full strength on 42 vision, and it hit a highest point of 30% plus since we mentioned it in the pre-market to its highest point of possibility, guys. If you guys want to know about these opportunities early on in the pre-market, we strive for them every single day, every single morning. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. and Bbig stock was actually pushing up higher. It did a full transition here on 42 vision. This is what you would call a full transition. White with red borders, right, being the weakest spot, and the strength going from red with green borders to dark green into green, and then starting to slightly pull back down once the momentum has faded. So it did do a move from 226 all the way up to 284, and I anticipated it since way back here. I stated it was something to pay close attention to, that we may see this start to bounce, right? So it was following the rest of the market, but today, as I stated earlier in the video, it is disconnecting. And what is the difference here? These are the key levels we need to watch going into next week. But let me pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators, and by joining, you'll gain access to the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities no matter which direction stocks are going. So Bbig here is under a bull indicator, right? So one of the key things I'm watching based off the 30-minute right now is this bull indicator going to get negated if this continues, this curvature to the downside, right? And breaking through supports by a bear indicator anywhere along this lines, right? The next couple of bars, will it have a bear indicator pop up on it, and how much pressure could it put, right? That's what we're going to talk about here based off the technicals and what the chart is showing. But right now, this bull indicator is actually holding true. So even if it pulls back and no bear indicator pops up, but it bounces back up, well then this was just a setup for the next bull run, right? I always say that when there's pullbacks happening and no bear indicator, and this bull indicator is still here, and there's still strength based off support levels, well, those are the setups for the next bull run, right? They're not setbacks unless it gets weak, right? If it goes into weakness. So right now, based off the chart, there's still some strength, but we're going to look at the 1 day and the 4 hour as well to compare the bigger picture. Now, in the bigger picture, we're going to see here that things are looking still slightly bearish, but let's see how the bars are setting up, because things were starting to reverse, right, on the 4 hour, and we'll have to see if it continues. So on the 4 hour, you could see here, see, it was reversing. It was going into strength, but no bull indicator. We're still under a bear indicator since way up here at 334. We fell to these lows, bounced back up, but quickly shifted back from red with green borders, which is the signification of continuation of strength. The next portion of this should have been dark green, as you see it here, as you can see the shifts here, as this one right here is an example, and then going into green after the dark green, but shifted back down to a downside pressure of red with green borders to red. So super important to realize that this shifted back to the downside with weakness, and no bull indicator popped up. We talked about that in yesterday's video. We were watching for that, and if there was a continuation, but this bear indicator continues to dominate based off the chart and the history shows, right? Then we have here the 1 day, which is super important as well, and it is right now a smaller bar than the previous one. So it's in a trying position of reversal, okay? Trying position doesn't mean that it's going to happen, because this can actually then be followed by another large red bar or sit sideways and then fall, right? So we need to see what's going on here, but it's in a trial reversal, right? So it's been under a bear indicator since 427, came down, consolidated, has spiked up several times, but struggled to stay above 370, 360, and getting past $4. We've talked about that in my previous videos for some time, and things rapidly went to the downside, and now it's just sitting sideways here. And the question is, could this bar continue back up to the upside by a red with green borders or a green bar? If not, things will continue bearish. We have seen it under bearishness through all this volatility from the bigger picture, okay? Super important to remember that and watch that. Now, based off the 30-minute though, we are pulling back. There is no bear indicator just yet. That's what I'm going to be watching for going into next week. And if this breaks through the lows of the day, which was 262, then the next support level is down here at 248, and then the lowest point down here of 224. And if that gets broken through, then the next point would be $2. Now to the upside, we want to see this break through $3, but the first resistance level would be up here at the highest point in the pre-market, 284, and the highest point in the complete shift, guys. Super important to realize this, that these shifts here of extreme weakness tend to have a opportunity of reversals, right? I've pointed that out in many different videos, and also different examples that once you see that white with red borders, doesn't always guarantee a reversal, but it's bound to come, and you could see it here. And then this one right here was a little bit weaker, but it came, and then this one right here as well, and then this one right here as well. Even though this one lasted for some time, this right here was a great opportunity to average costs on the way down. That's how I would have approached it and followed it. And then once that reversal came back up, it was explosive, right? From lows down here of 255 to highs here of 376. But the biggest one was way back here when that run happened in January, from white with red borders all the way through with strength, pure strength of green here on 42 vision, that bull indicator from ultimate 42 vision, and then that bear indicator signifying things are shifting back down pretty quickly, right? So the shifts here allow us to see the dips, catch the rips, and then the bull and bear indicators are an extra layer of confirmation to what's going on. And I'm going to be watching if this bull indicator holds true, or if a bear indicator is going to pop up in the next few days as this continues in that direction. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.